Okay, this is different. This is very different. Sorry. That part of me. Defeat her.
I miss you so much.
Oh, looks like I'm getting this ending.
I tried. I really did, but I can't. Just can't go on without you. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. I know this isn't what you would want. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore. You're not here. Are you?
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you to come and see me. But you never do. So, I wait. Wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know, I've done a terrible thing to you. I wish I could change that, but I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it is. The doctor came today. Told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this could be my last chance. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I missed you so much. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Every time you come to see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me. Maybe I just disgust you. I'm so sorry. When I first learned I was gonna die, I couldn't accept it. I was so angry. I struck out at everyone I loved. Especially you. And that's why I understand if you hate me. But I want you to know, I will always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. Which means that, as you're reading this, I'm already dead. But that's okay. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I just hope the pain will end soon. So that you remember me for who I was. And not what the disease made me. I want you to go on. I want you to live. For yourself. And for others. Like you did for me. James. You made me happy.
Only way out. Reach the in water ending. It truly is a sad ending, but that is the canonical ending. Like, that is it. That is... That is why a freaking Douglas couldn't find him when he went to try and find him. Because he put himself in the water, in the lake, with Mary's body in his trunk. Right, so my overall thoughts of the game. It was good. I think they didn't lose most of the story, of the nuances in this remake. Negatives out of the way first, just like Remember the Game would do. So, I do not understand the reason they had to change Angela so much the way they did. Maria and Mary were fine in their design. And Maria's new fit, I thought it was good. I thought it looked good. Angela's redesign, I don't understand. She still looked like a bobblehead every time I saw her, compared to the original design. There were a lot of kind of more streamlined, I guess, segments, but there were areas where you were opened up for exploration, and it would benefit you in the end if you did so. Overall, I thought it was a good remake. It held true. Now, positives. I thought that they improved a lot on certain line deliveries. However, to mirror that back into the negative, there were some lines I felt were delivered in a more impactful way in the original. And I thought that in the original, certain line deliveries were more strange, and that helped to make them unsettling, especially during the Maria in the cell dialogue. I thought that it felt a little more streamlined, and that they lost out on some of the unsettling nature of that dialogue in the remake. But I thought it was still overall a great experience. It was definitely a more positive experience than it was bad. Combat. So, combat. I mean, James is just an everyman. But adding the dodging to it, a la Silent Hill Homecoming, I feel made it a little too easy for normal, although I did have my fair number of deaths. Although it was mostly during segments where I just made the wrong call. It's like, knowing now what I know, I feel like I can go into a New Game Plus on a harder difficulty. I'm not sure if it's going to auto-roll me into a harder difficulty. I feel like the original did that. But we'll see. And believe me, I am going to. And it will be streamed on Twitch at XX Maverick Marty XX. 8 ending clears. Combat challenge standard, puzzle challenge standard, in water ending. Overall, 22 hours, 22 minutes, 28 seconds. You can't make up that. You can't make up that time. Oh my god, if I just finished it just a couple seconds earlier, like if I had ran up on the final boss to pull the trigger, I could have probably made it 2. Distance traveled 61.324 kilometers. Consumables picked up, notes picked up, number of times tried to open locked doors, number of times checked the map. Total enemies killed 420. Hey. Enemies killed by shooting 112. Enemies killed by fighting 308. Total damage you received 3,457. I wonder how much actual damage you have for a single life. Favorite weapon, steel pipe. Number of shots fired, 806. Number of windows destroyed, 96. Number of healing items used, 96. Times died, 5. Number of dodges performed, 924. Alright. You have gained access to New Game Plus, where you can play with access to additional items, graphic modes, and endings. But yeah, overall, this was a positive experience. Like I said, there were just certain lines that I felt were delivered in a more impactful way in the original, in a more unsettling way. But then there were also improvements in lines in the remake. And I think Angela's redesign aside, the voice actress did great. The line deliveries for Angela were mostly good. And she also had some lines that were just kind of lost in the remake that were less unsettling. And that's just across the board. James, Eddie, Angela, Maria, Laura, everything had improvements, but then also some things were lost. And I haven't played completely through the HD remasters on PS3. I intend to correct that because... Sorry. Now I want to see what the comparison was, because I always heard that lines, graphics were worse in the HD remaster. So I want to go back and do that at some point. And I am going to do a playthrough of the original Silent Hill 2. I still have a PS2. I still have my PS2 copy. But those are going to be recordings. Whether it'll be one long recording or not, I don't know. It'll probably just be one long recording playthrough of Silent Hill 2, because I do know that game very well. It was the first Silent Hill game that I beat. The first one that I owned, and I played it a lot. But we'll see. So, but those are my ending thoughts. Overall, it was good. Great, even. But like I said, it lost some things along the way. And that's the thing with remakes, is that they're going to lose some of the impact that was in the original. So if you have the chance to play the original or experience it even, and I'm not talking about the HD remaster on PS3 360. I mean the legitimate PS2 Xbox originals. do it. And if you don't, then just look up videos of the game, of the line deliveries. Like I said, I'm going to be uploading a full playthrough at some point. It'll more than likely be a full playthrough because it's actually not that long a game once you got the streamline going. So I will put that up for comparison's sake. But anyways, this is Maverick Marty signing off here on the Maverick channel. I apologize that my stream again cut out for no fucking reason during the last boss. Anyways, sorry. You all have a good night. Be safe out there. Stay frosty. And keep your eyes on the skies. Love you all. Peace.